making these kind of videos because when I was a broke freshman in high school, I would really like to someone to teach me or know how to get the nicest and cheapest thing possible. Now, now I am a broke college student with debt, but I have the most important thing, knowledge. So, without further ado, let's get started. Hello, welcome to my new video. In this one, I am going to show you the difference between the condenser microphones, the dynamic ones, and the lavalier one. For example, I have these three condenser microphones. This is really cheap. This is the right in between. And this is one of the best you can get, right? For streaming. That is the Blue Yeti. And over here, I have a dynamic microphone. And this one, the lavalier Bluetooth one. So, why I decided to make this video? I see a lot of people that really struggle to choose a microphone. Why? Why is that? Because there is not really good information from the get-go, right? Someone will expect that, oh, if you are really on a budget, you can just buy a, I don't know, the blue snowball? Or if you have the money, you will go immediately for the Blue Yeti or a HyperX Quadcast, right? But I see a lot of times that those microphones just don't work for the environment they are right in, right? Why is that? That is because the condenser microphones have polar patterns, right? These polar patterns are the stereo, omnidirectional, cardioid, and bidirectional. For example, the Blue Yeti has these ones, also the HyperX Quadcast, and this one's not, right? But to be honest, just for streaming or podcast, you will only need the cardioid pattern. Why is that? Because that one is the one that will only try to capture your voice. But the really big difference between the condenser one and the dynamic one is that, well, you can put this to only capture your voice, right? But the sensibility of capturing noises is right there, right? And for example, with this dynamic one, will only capture the things that you have in front of. So by that logic, you will really prefer a dynamic one because you only want to capture your voice, right? And this tiny one, the lavalier one, well, this captures everything equally, right? So this one is really cool because it's portable. Is the thing I'm using right now? Because my microphone is right over here, right? Let's test every single microphone over here, so you can take your choice. So, this is the chip condenser one, right? Let's test with the chair. You're going to move, right? Keyboard test. Mouse. And I don't know, you're going to do something, right? So, this works very well for the test, right? And now let's test with the noise suppression on. Okay, chair, keyboard, mouse, and the thing. It's just pretty bad, right? I really don't recommend you to get one of these because one of the most important things you will need is the for your audience, right? The retention of your audience is good quality audio. So don't go with this one. And let's test the another one. So this is the other microphone. Let's test the chair, keyboard, mouse, and these things, right? And now let's test the same with this windscreen. Again, chair, this, here, and this. And now let's do the same with the filter of noise suppression. Right here. Now, chair, keyboard, mouse, and this. I think this one sounds a little bit better, right? And also this microphone has the USB port. But it's not really a big difference, right? Well, let's test the Yeti one. So I am right here with the Blue Yeti microphone. Let's do the short test. Keyboard, mouse, and this thing. And now, well, right now the microphone doesn't have the noise suppression of OBS, right? Because it has already one from the get-go, right? Inside the microphone. And it's working pretty well, to be honest. But now let me put the noise suppression too of the OBS. Close. And now let's do the test chart. Moving. Keyboard, mouse, and this thing. So it's not detecting these things, right? But if you are typing and talking, it's going to detect it, right? And that's a problem with these cardless microphones, like because they're really sensitive to the noise. So right now I'm going to stand up. I am going to step back 4 steps, I think. Yeah. I'm going to upload and it's picking it up. Now I'm going to go further. I'm already like 3 meters or more, I think 4. Uh, and I'm going to upload and it's picking the noise, right? So that's the thing with the condenser microphones. Don't get me wrong, the Blue Yeti sounds pretty nice, but well, for my situation, that there's a lot of noise around me, right? And I don't live in a quiet place, right? Sometimes the neighbor's dogs just went crazy and doesn't just shut up. It's are barking all day, so I can't record anything, right? But well, let's now test the dynamic microphone. So now let's test this microphone, right? Well, let's do the short test. Keyboard, mouse, and this thing, right? And now let's put the noise suppression on, filters on, close, chair, keyboard. Can you see that? Well, hear that? I am. I have to be really aggressive. The mouse and the most important test, right? Check this. It's only detecting the front of my voice where I am right now, right? And this thing is not capturing it. And now, for the final test, I am going to stand up and take the 2 steps back, right? Stand right here, and my voice is barely detecting. I'm going to upload. It's not detecting it. I am going to go further beyond, and I have to sound a little bit higher, right? But right now, over here, I'm going to upload. And it's not detecting it. Why is not detecting it? Because it's the dynamic microphone, right? It's this one right here. But for the majority of the dynamic microphones, you're going to need a USB interface, right? But this microphone over here is really cheap. It's the Behringer XMS. I don't remember the number, but I'm going to put it in the video, right? It's a really cheap microphone, right? But it's working really well. And yeah, it's working pretty well. Now let's go with the final microphone. So now let's test the final microphone, this lavalier one. And this sounds pretty nice, right? But the thing with this, if I remove the noise suppression, well, it captures everything pretty bad, right? So let's test it. Let's keyboard test, mouse, and this. And well, the thing of the lavalier microphones is better using if you have right in front, right? So I put it here in my chest. Let's do everything again. Here, here, and this. And now let's put filters and the noise suppression on. And final test. If you put the noise suppression, it works pretty well too. So, what would you want to use this microphone, right? Well, the thing with this microphone is it is portable, right? So maybe if, I don't know, you have a VR headset, you can use this microphone because it works very well. For the price and the portability, it works pretty well. Or maybe you're going to do a IRL stream, right? If you will go to the wild or something. But yeah, it's working, right? But now let's go to the conclusions. So, what do we learn, right? Is that if you are really live in a quiet place, you can go for the condenser microphone, right? But if you live in a really noisy place, just like me, I really recommend to you to go for the dynamic one, right? For example, the one I'm using right now is the Behringer XMS. I will put the number in the description and here doing the video because I don't remember. Well, is that with the USB interface, right? Some dynamic microphones will need the dynamic interface. The cool thing with this pad is that you can upgrade later the microphone, right? Because you will already have the USB interface. For example, the USB interface and this microphone cost me cheaper than the Blue Yeti, right? And well, yeah, and there are also some plug and play dynamic microphones that I can recommend. For example, one of that is the SAMSON Q2U. I'm going to put it right here and in the description. That one is already plug and play, right? It's connected via USB and it just works, right? Also, some microphones that getting a lot of recognition, right, are the FIFINE ones. For example, the Lavalier portable microphone that I have was the FIFINE M6, and it worked pretty well. And they also make condenser and dynamic microphones. I know that they have a dynamic FIFINE one, and it has like 4.6 stars in Amazon, and it's cheaper than the Blue Yeti. So I guess you could also give it a try to those ones, right? But yeah, I really recommend to you to go for the dynamic microphone because it's really the things you want to do: Vtubing, streaming, podcasting, and everything. You only want to capture your voice, right? The condenser ones are better if you do music, right? Play the guitar or something. But only voice, go for a dynamic one. But yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching. If you need something more recommendations, you can always go to my Discord. And yeah, well, have a nice day and see you later.